Hello, everyone. Hello, my friends. I am back home in my craft room, and it was so fun to be at Create. And as you can probably tell, we're a little tired, but that is okay. It was so fun to go and meet so many of you, and we just had a great, busy, crafty weekend. We didn't even have a chance to go live because those of you that are in the comments that were there, um, it was busy, wasn't it? I didn't know what to expect because it was my first Create, but it was a busy weekend. Yes, we are exhausted, but it was a great time, wasn't it, you guys? Those of you that were there, put in the comments and tell us what your favorite part was. My favorite part, and I can probably speak for Melissa and Lisa as well, was meeting all of the people. The people were the very best part. Seeing the crafty things were fun, but the people were the best part. I met so many of you guys, and I got to meet and speak and hug so many people, including many of our design team members, which was amazing because we always chat online, but it was so fun to put a face with a name. And many of you, I recognize your names on here. It was so fun. Paige was there and Naomi was there. And there were a few others that I saw your names earlier. So it was fun. I saw photos. Yes. Jennifer was there. Gina was there. Kathy Rakusin was there. Lots and lots of companies sent their, design team members and representatives. It was so fun. Carol says her favorite part was seeing me, Lisa, and Melissa. Carol is a hoot, and she was so fun to hang out with, as was all of our design team. They are good people, and we just had the best time. And crafters are good people in general, right? We just had the best time all together. So without further ado, let's get into first some things that are going on with Honeybee. So this weekend is our little card class over on the challenge group. That is Honeybee Stamps Buzzworthy Challenges over on Facebook. I'm going to be doing a free class. We're going to be creating the card that you see here on the screen, and it's on April the 29th at 1 p.m. Central. I am going to do a prep night this Thursday night. I will post that in the group likely tomorrow. I just have not had a chance. And for those of you that were at Create, and some of you weren't, and that's okay too, this is one of the cards that we created. Lisa created this card for the event, and we shared this design with all of you that came by the Honeybee Stamps booth as our make and take. And I'm going to do this card tonight, but we're going to do a stepped up version. So if you enjoyed creating this card over the weekend, then I hope you enjoy what we're going to be creating tonight. We're going to add in some products. We're going to change it up just a little bit, but I thought it would be fun to see another way. We're always looking for more ways to stretch our supplies and to have fun with our paper and ink, right? All right, so let's get started. My supplies arrived. I'm excited for the class. Thank you, Janet. All right, so excited for the prep class. Yes, it's going to be Thursday, and it's probably going to be in the afternoon. If you don't catch it live, that is okay, because I'll save the video in the group. All right, so I'm going to go down to my desk view here, and let's first walk through everything that we're going to be using tonight. So pattern paper comes from the Pinstripes and Polka Dots Spring Edition, and I have pulled out some of the kind of rosy pinks, and then I'm using a green from the Simply Spring paper pad. I heard from many people, including our design team, that this paper pad has been one of their favorites because of all the bright, just beautiful springy colors, florals. And then we have those pretty carrots. So in that class, we had the stamped image of the carrots, and we did some ink blending with those stencils and created a card with a sentiment and all that. I'm going to use the stencils this evening, but to mix it up, I'm not going to use the stamps. So we're going to mix it up, change things up, and I'll show you just a different version. I am going to use the stamps, and you can see here my backer is across my craft room here, but I am going to use one of the sentiments, probably either the thanks a bunch or love you bunches, because I think those don't necessarily have to be for Easter or anything like that. They can just be a really cute spring, summer thank you card, or sending a little love. So we're going to use that. And then of course, you guys are probably sick of me seeing me use all of our frames. Our design team is loving all of the frames, and I'm going to use parts of these for the card tonight to add some of that pattern paper. Okay, so let's mix it up here. Let's do something new with the Garden Bouquet set. So I have cut out of just white cardstock that kind of little label die that is part of that layering spring vine layering frames. I'm going to stencil the carrots directly onto this white sheet of paper. So instead of stamping it and doing all that stuff, we're going to stencil directly on there, and then maybe add a few details with colored pencils. Now I have treated my stencils with a little bit of pixie spray. Let me pull these apart here. So they are all ready to go. And let's see here. I think I'm going to, let's zoom in just a hair and see if I can't adjust the light. Let's see here. Okay, don't go anywhere. I am, let's see here. Don't go anywhere. There we go. Okay, let's see here. All right, on the screen, do you guys see something silly on the screen? Let's see here. I am trying to get this back up. Not connected. Let's see here. I don't know why it is saying not connected. Let's see here. Technical difficulties. That we should be good. Okay, let's see here. Yes, seeing a plus sign. Okay, good. Okay, hang on just a second. There we go. All right, do you guys see me now? Silly camera. Okay, let's see here. We're going to go here and there. I don't know why it's doing that. You guys are getting to see like the behind the scenes. Okay, let's see. Yay, Kelly's back. I'm back. Hold on just a second. It's a good thing that we all met and you guys are so nice. so you can see my crazy. And I don't know what's going on here with, there we go. Okay, hang on. I got it. I just have to adjust the picture. There we go. Ta-da! Technology. Can't live with it. Can't live without it. Okay, here we go. Now I can see. Oh, I know technology. And all I did was bump it. So who knows? And I don't know why the little doodatter is right there. But okay, we're going. Is everybody good? Stencils. Okay, I'll never be able to. Okay, one more time to chat. Okay, I think we're all good now. Okay, so back to paper and crafting, right? Okay, so what I've done is I've cut out that label die, and I'm going to stencil the carrots instead of stamping and die cutting and all that good stuff, which is fun, but I thought we would mix it up. And I treated this stencil with some pixie spray. So I'm just arranging it right there on there, the little bouquet, and I'm going to start stenciling. Now on this first section, it is all the little carrot toppers here. And so I've just got my dirty green brush. Those of you who watch us or watch me craft know that I love my inky, dirty brushes. Okay, and so we've got that section all down there. And I'm going to pick that up, and you can see how cute that's going to be, just stenciled right on there. And then all of our stencils have the whole stamped pattern etched into the stencils. And so when you're doing projects like this, where maybe you don't want to stamp or you don't want to emboss or anything like that, the whole pattern is etched on there for you to line up. Okay, now with this next section, the carrots and some of the leaves are on the same little section. So I'm going to take one of my handy dandy little honeybee Post-it notes, right? And I am going to post it off or mask off the carrot section. And we're going to do the leaves first. And I'm going to take a mowed lawn brush, and we're going to go right over the top of all those larger leaves. Okay, so those of you that were at Create, this is starting to look very familiar probably. Okay, so I can take up my little mask here, and now I'm going to flip it around, and I want to mask off that little area. Let's get a clean one. And let's mask off that leaf. And let's mask off that leaf so I don't make a big mess there, right? Now we're doing the carrots, so let's take an orange brush. And I'm going to go darker up here towards the top of the carrots and then lighten the color as we go down. So I'm going to go a little more heavy-handed up in here, and then we're going to pull that down towards the tip area. And we can go a little darker right up in here and lighten it up as we go down. Okay, now let's do the reveal here. Let's pull those back. Let's pull up the stencil, and then you're going to start seeing that design. Look how bright and pretty that is. Look at that. So cute, even just stenciled on some white cardstock. Okay, I'm going to take that etched design that you can see right there in the stencil, and let's line up our little bouquet that we have going here. And then for this one, it is going to be some of the little flowers up here, some of the flowers in there. And for this, I'm going to do saltwater taffy. So I'm going to twirl my brush around, and this is going to be that kind of corally pink. Let's get down into the bow, and I'm just going to twirl it both directions to catch all those little nooks and crannies that are there. And then let's see what we get with that one. Okay, so let's pull it back and let's do the reveal. Ooh, look how cute that is. I'm loving it. Okay, same thing. For step number 4, we just line up all those etched lines. And I've got my head kind of peeking over the top here, so I can kind of maneuver all those little leaves and all those things down there. Okay, so for this layer, I'm going to do a little bit of a darker pink. And this one has worn lipstick on it. Okay, so let's go in with the worn lipstick. It's going to get those little buds. And I love that the top of the bouquet is kind of hanging off the edge. And it's got some movement. Let's get the bow there. There we go. Let's go both directions. Get that worn lipstick in there. Okay, let's do the reveal. And let's see that cute little bouquet. Okay, what do you guys think? What do you think so far of our stenciling? All right, now we've got our cute little bouquet and it looks adorable. Let's dress it up just a little bit, right? Let's add some of those details back into our design. Okay, a orange colored pencil, and we're just going to make this carrot that is on the top back onto the top. We're going to make it come forward in the design. Same thing right here. We can kind of curve it out a little bit. You can see I'm not following any kind of, just like that. Are you guys seeing it pop back out? Okay, and then let's add in some of those little carrot detail lines. Just like that. Let's add some to the larger carrot. Super easy way to get more use out of all those stencils and stamp sets. Now look how cute that is. Just like so. We can even do it just a hair of shading up in here. Just a hair around the edges. Nothing fancy. All right, look at that. Cute, 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 cute. Okay. Okay. All right, now let's kind of fix up some of our leaves right here. And so I'm going to take just a green colored pencil. We're going to add just some few little flicks here. Again, we're not doing anything super fancy. We're just adding some of those little details back in to our stenciled design. Just some little edges and veins to our leaves. Just like that. Let's not forget this little guy right up there. Okay, how are we looking? Okay, let me pick it up and let me tilt it in the light. Okay, do you see what we've got so far? Do you see how just by adding a tiny bit of nothing fancy with the pencils, it kind of makes all those little details and things pop? Now I love all this here. Do you see like the little dark pink dots and then the light pink? I'm loving all that. So I'm going to leave all that just as is. Okay, so now we've got our cute little carrot little label die cut all done. So I'm going to set that guy aside and let's work on our card base. Okay, so I've got a piece of cream cardstock. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone here. I debated on white or cream or craft. And then I have that die cut that is using the spring vine. Now look how that green leafy design, look how it makes the leaves of the carrots just pop off of the front. And then let's add another little fun layer. So this is cut down just a piece of the pink polka dot paper, and I cut it to fit right in between those leaves right there. And so that's just one more fun little layer that's going to pull out the pink in the bouquet. And then look what we have so far. Look how adorable that is for a very fast card. It looks like it's a lot, a lot more work than what we actually put into it. Okay, so let's glue our green down. And I hope this is giving you guys some ideas for all those stencil sets, maybe like our daisy layer stencils that have those big layered daisies on there where you could stencil it onto maybe a circle or an oval die cut, even a partial, having that big bouquet kind of hang off of your die cut would be really pretty. So I'm going to glue down our green leafy background here. There we go. And then I'm going to glue down the pink. I love that pop of pink, especially with our pink flowers in the bouquet. And then I'm going to lay that right down, and it's cut to go right there to the edge of those little cute scallops. I'm going to hold this up, and I'm going to make sure that I'm all nice and straight here before I really press that down. Okay. All right. Now for our flower part, let's do a little pop-up. Let's make it a little bit fancier. So you know what? I don't want to use those because that's going to take forever. Let's use my big roll. So I'm going to tear this off, and we're going to get this going here. We're just going to add just a tiny bit of dimension back here to kind of pop it off up off of the front. And then we'll add a sentiment. All right, so this is going to nestle right in there. Just like that. Okay, now look. Look how sweet that is. I'm liking this. Okay, now let's stamp a sentiment from that the Garden Bouquet set. So let's put that right off to the side. And let's get the good old Misty out. And let's pull out the sentiment. So I think I'm going to do thanks a bunch because, you can use a thank you card anytime, right? And so I'm just going to nestle that in here. And this is just a scrap piece of white paper. And then let's use our good old honeybee ink. There we go. Let me put that in the corner just in case we have to stamp it again. Do a little tap, tap, tap here. Okay, and yep, let's do it one more time. Tap, tap, tap. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, so let's set that aside. And then we can pick our coordinating die that matches that stamped sentiment. So let's get that down there. And then I'm going to use my highlighter tape. So let's line it up. There we go. And I'm going to tape this down and then cut this out. And you know what? I'm going to have to use my big die machine because my little bitty buzz cutter is still sitting in my suitcase because I have not unpacked from Create yet. So hold just a second. This is why the bitty buzz cutter is so handy. I love having it just right there on my desk. All right. And a lot of you at Create got to use the bitty buzz cutter for the first time, maybe. What did you think about it? It was there at our table. We were die cutting sentiments. All right, now we've got thanks a bunch. Look how cute that's going to be. Popped right there on that. And I think I'm going to adhere this flat because we already raised up our little die cut panel there. Let's see here. I unpacked right away. Now I feel like passing out. Oh, you're good, Miss Sherry. I have not. I came home late last night and just dumped everything in the floor. And so I did unpack my Misty because I knew I needed that. But the bitty buzz cutter, it got left out for, it's still there in my bedroom. Okay, that's looking really cute. And so let's do some of the little pearl stickers right around our sentiment, I think. Okay, and I like to hold them up, and I may do greens. I may do greens because they're going to be so cute with the green and the green of the leaves. So let's do some of the greens, and I'm just going to kind of pop them around the little sentiment here. There we go. And then we could even put some like right up in there. Let's see how many flowers I got. 1, 2, 3. Let's do maybe like 3. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's do that big one with the green. And we'll spread these out. Maybe this big one. Or maybe this one. And this is where I could go overboard with the... And I know it's like a big no-no to have an even number, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. I like the 3 up there. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it to front facing, and I'll show you because this light is always better. Okay, see the pretty? Okay, let me see. Oh, there we go. See the pretty colors? Let me get it right in the light. You can see how cute that turned out. Let's see if I can do a split screen. There we go. All my lighting washes out the colors. Okay, everybody looks like a deer face. It looks like a deer face. You guys always pick out the funny faces. Somebody said one time that something looked like the flowers from Alice in Wonderland that have the eyes. Let's see here. You're a color genius. Thank you. Well, it was super easy with my stencils and my dirty brushes and stuff. And the pattern paper make it easy too. If you'll just pull out your ink colors, like this pink really goes well with that worn lipstick right there. It really makes that pop and all kind of coordinates together. But look how cute that is. Even though, you know, some of the little parts of it hang off of that die cut, that is okay. And as I mentioned before, like that daisy layer stencil set that has the stamp, you know, and the coordinating die and the stencils, that would be beautiful as well, because you just put your big, beautiful daisy bouquet, maybe kind of partially stenciled onto your die cut, and you've got a beautiful card. Nothing says that, you have to cover the whole die cut or make it fit on there just perfectly. So love the dirty brushes. Yes, the color pencil detail really makes it pop. It does. And you saw how easy that is. All it was just a little doot, 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 right around the carrot to kind of add in those little edges. And then we're good to go. Where did my stamps go? And we'll compare. We'll compare here. Okay, so here is the stamped image. See? And then what we stenciled. And so if you wanted to stamp that and color it with your Copic markers or with your colored pencils or with the stencils, you could do that. But I wanted to show you too that the carrot bouquet, or the garden bouquet, I should call it, it works without the stamp as well. So you could mix it up. And I think it's so fast to do that. Let's see your cards. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you. Keiko, it says, it makes me want to create with stencils. Oh, you're so sweet. All right, you guys. So you know what time it is. It is that time in our live stream where it's time to do a giveaway for one of you sweet people. And so Lisa, I know, is here. She is going to choose our giveaway winner this evening. And let's see here. It's nice to see no lines at times. Exactly. It is. Janet Heinman, you are the winner. So Janet, if you'll email me at Kelley, Kelley at honeybeestamps.com, I will send you your prize in an email. Even with a minute of tech difficulties, it's still done. It's still done. It only took me 30 minutes, 31 minutes, even with the technical difficulties. And thank you for hanging out. Who knows what happened? Who knows what happens with that software? I'm just glad that we got it working. Hey, Mindy Egan. I'm seeing a lot of my friends there. Carol, always rejoicing. Deb, hello. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. I could just chat with you guys all night, and I wish I could have spent more time with all of you at Create. Hopefully we'll have an event one day where we can just sit around and visit and have a good crafty time and spend time together. That would be amazing. All right, you guys, join me Wednesday night for another Crafty Live. Come and chat with us, and I hope you have a good Tuesday tomorrow. Goodbye, friends.